Kristen Bell is seen by many. She's in Veronica Mars, correct? So there are a lot of Veronica Mars fans out there. I never watched the show. I don't know if it's any good. She's the voice of one of the characters in Frozen. So naturally, that means she likes killing babies. Because if you do a children's movie, that means that you like killing babies, apparently. So Kristen Bell has now done a new video in which she talks about motherhood and the pay gap. And also, she's a big Planned Parenthood advocate. It's just so obnoxious. She did this for Huffington Post, which...
Is your company looking to maximize their output while cutting back on costs? Why outsource all your production to faraway countries like India, China, and Narnia when we have the cheapest and best workforce right here in the good old US of A? Women. That's right. With Pink Sourcing, women are a bargain at the workplace since you only have to pay them 77 cents on the dollar. Right, Kathy?
Wait, what? I make 60 cents. Who are you, Bill Gates?
¿De qué? I make 55 cents. Who is she, Yeezy?
No, come on. Those are men. Even more importantly, you don't have to pay women overtime. They'll never ask for a raise, and they don't complain about their working conditions. Right, Kathy? Don't forget, women are great at remembering birthdays. They're the only ones who bring baked goods into the office, and they smell nice. Also, you don't have to pay for women's birth control. And if they do get knocked up, when they leave to have the baby, you get off scot-free. But don't worry, guys. Your boner pills are still covered.
Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. Was this supposed to be funny? I guess there was supposed to be humor here, but if when the left gets political, it's really, really, really not funny. So this is super not funny. There's so much that's a lie here. First of all, I just want to point one thing out. Kristen Bell's net worth as of 2015 is $16 million. $16 million. So clearly she's being disadvantaged by the great bias against women in the workplace. As far as the idea that employers are interested in their employees, in their female employees, getting pregnant and then taking time off so we don't have to pay for them, no. Because when they take the time off, we lose money. We have to hire a replacement, right? When that replacement means you have to train up the replacement. And by the way, why is it she talks about Viagra being covered. Okay, I don't remember the last time that condoms were covered by any sort of healthcare program. I missed that part. Right, so the whole thing is this is all insipid, and she continues along these lines, and she talks about how women are really disadvantaged, and it's pink sourcing. But what's funny about this is that what she doesn't understand is that she's actually making the case against herself, because if this actually existed, if everything she were saying were true, companies would actually do this, wouldn't they? Right? I mean, companies are evil, right? This is her implication. Companies are evil, and they hate women. But if this were true, if they could pay women less, if they could disadvantage women, if they didn't give them birth control and then they get pregnant, we throw them out on the street and we beat them and all this nonsense. If that were true, there would be a company actually called Pink Sourcing, and companies would call that company to hire all the women so that they could pay them nothing. Is there a company called Pink Sourcing? No, she has to make a satire company called Pink Sourcing. It doesn't exist, gang. And the reason it doesn't exist is because in the largest cities in America, the women who have the same qualifications and the same marital status as men are paid more than men in the top 50 cities in the United States, according to Time Magazine circa 2010. Okay, so but facts have no relation to reality, where Kristen Bell comes from, victim that Kristen Bell is. But again, what people in Hollywood get from all of this is this tremendous feeling of moral superiority that cannot be overcome.